of the Ombudsman is to provide an alternative, easy and accessible mode to the courts, and especially to ordinary Kenyans. Those Kenyans who are improperly treated by public officers and are sufficiently rich, chances are they will choose to go to court, hire an expensive lawyer, pay about 100,000 Kenya shillings to go to court and then maintain it through. But there are many Kenyans who will not have that luxury. They may not even have the money. So for example, you are employed as a casual, a casual laborer, or in some public institution, and then one day, like what happened to my father, the CEO decides that they don't like your face, and you're told to go home without any benefit. You will not even have money to hire a lawyer.
Correct.
So the reason why one would come to us first is because the Ombudsman offices are free. Courts are not free. Secondly, we are less formal. In court, when you go there, you must be the one to give the evidence. In our case, once you've complained, we help, we ourselves investigate. And we determine whether, therefore, you are the one who was wrong or not wrong. Unlike court, where you must give the evidence. Thirdly, we are fast. The methods that we used, unlike courts, are supposed to be quite fast. That's why in 1 year we are able to resolve 82% of those cases. But more importantly, the work of the Ombudsman is to find quick remedy for the things that affect the citizens. And some of them are things you might not take to court. You apply for your ID. The government says it will take, say what, 16 days in Nairobi? By 3 months, you've still not received it. You can't go to court to sue the government that you said 16 days, now it's 3 months. But you can come to us and we will write to the ministry or the cabinet secretary and say, your charter says 16 days, it has been 90 days. Give us a very good reason why there has been delay in this matter. So there are some of those injustices that are not justiciable. They are not well tailored for the court. But for us as the Ombudsman, because the government must be accountable to the people, we will hold the particular department accountable.
If that be the case, it seems to me then you'd be having very many cases coming to you, because there are quite a number, and of course quite a number of Kenyans would not be able to afford the court process, again may not even be willing or interested in going through the court process. How have you gone about educating people about your office?
We receive many complaints and we're almost overwhelmed, but we try to cope. In the last 3 years, we have now received over 130,000 complaints. We have resolved at least 100,000. That's a huge number. We have sought to educate Kenyans on our existence. We visited at least 41 out of the 47 counties, just talking to public officers, to ordinary Kenyans about what we do. We've opened offices. We are present in at least 13 locations now in this country. 5 substantive offices, and in other areas we are in the Huduma centers. Whenever you see an Huduma center, you'll probably find one of our lawyers present there. We have gone to the stations, radio stations, virtually all the FMs in this country. Last year we had a crash program of visiting the FMs. We go to agricultural shows, we do road shows, we do town meetings. We've endeavored to reach out to Kenyans and tell them of our existence. It is still true that there are still many Kenyans who do not know of our existence or what we do. But of course, being a new office, only 3 years, that is expected, because this country is big and Kenyans are also very busy with many other things. But we endeavor to do that, and we hope that through programs such as this one, then many more Kenyans get to know what we do and how we do it. In Nairobi, we are present both at the Huduma Center at GPO and our substantive office on Wayaki Way. In Mombasa, we are at Ambalal House, right in the center of town, and also at the Huduma Center at the GPO. In Kisumu, we are in what we call the Central Square building. So we are in different places, and we endeavor to...
Looking at even the website and access, if I wanted to register a complaint, looking at the system that is there, even the buildings that you've mentioned, they're mainly in the urban areas, yet the office is created constitutionally to take care of that mwananchi who's not even able to access a lawyer. In fact, your motto is hata mnyonge ana haki, which is a reversal of the Swahili saying mnyonge hana haki. So now, have you accessed that mwananchi to give him haki ule ako kule mashinani kabisa? Because your system is online, which is very urban. You're in Nairobi, you're in Huduma centers, which are still within very urban areas. What about the mwananchi who's really at the grassroots and cannot even access an ID somewhere, you know, in the...
You're quite right, Mr. Gitonga. Our ideal is to be present in each county, and in fact, to even take it beyond the counties, to the sub-counties, to the constituencies. Indeed, the approval that we have on the setup right now is to have a county ombudsman in each county, who then will also go around and serve the people. Our problem, though, is, which is a problem in, I think, most other public offices, that the budgetary allocations do not enable us to do that. Now, we have the choice of saying that because our budget does not enable us, we will just stay in Nairobi. But we took the proactive choice of finding other alternative ways of reaching out to the people, even as we wait for that budgetary allocation. You'll be surprised to know that the offices that I've been talking about, most of them we have secured through support by donors. We have consciously gone out and sought donors to assist us reach the public. That is why we decided to partner with government through the Huduma centers. Not having enough money to be present everywhere, we decided that what we would do, and it was very good because we partnered with the Ministry of Devolution, and we requested that because they're opening Huduma centers everywhere, they would give us the space at the Huduma centers where we don't have to pay the rent, but we just send our lawyers. So the truth is, we are present in many locations that I'm not quite sure you'd call that urban. We are trying to reach out. I mean, you'll find us in Kajiado, in Kisii, in Kakamega, Nyeri, Embu, for example, Isiolo. So we are trying, we may not be present in every village or in every constituency, but we are trying to have regional presence in Garissa, for example, so that at least every region or sub-region can access us in some ways. Okay. But in addition to that, we have other platforms of reaching us. You can call us, you can send an SMS free of